say. I had several technical issues. A few moments ago, I defeated Deadlove. Last night in Blood and Wine Stream Part 5, you can see that he kicked my ass at least 1,3400 versus Brown Crane Brown. Simply several times, a lot of times. Kicked my ass and I was lost. And a few minutes ago, I kicked his ass, but I had some technical issues, and now we are moved to a moment after the fight where Detlef was definitely killed by Regis. Regis is the attractive guy behind the Geralt. Right now, you can see some ball is coming, some party will be rocking, so let's get to it.
Personally, Master Taylor, rather pity him, for in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else, which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Ahoj.
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 Sound wistful.
Jsem právě
Regis.
venku.
That because they refused to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot.
Srajdo.
Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because, unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Jsme byli v nemocnici a řekli nám, že se to prý zahojí.
Zahojí, to znamená, že se jako zranila, nebo?
Prostě se kousla a má to skrz na skrz.
Yeah.
No reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion.
Někdy jí teče krev.
No, tak aspoň zjistí, že jako kousat do sebe není úplně dobrý nápad.
Nebo ona se rozdělá s holčičkou, spadla na kolena a jak spadneš, tak prostě zubama kusneš do jazyka.
Jo, jasně, jo.
Tak si ho prokousla, no. Daisy!
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the
Dej
ceremony.
místo.
Sienna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to
Já
lock her in
půjdu
a
asi
tower.
pařit, nebo já nevím. Jestli půjdu spát. Si ne.
We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Máš?
Mám se fajn, tyjo, zrovna teď mám takový důležitou zápletku, tak chvilku koukej. A moc mě teď chviličku nebuď mluvit.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we
Já
talked to
teď
him.
moc nekoukám.
How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity...
Jo, ti to řeknu pak.
The music
all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the boot black arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling around the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Dám si tady jedno tvůj stojánek.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
So,
Need to ask you something.
Yet
Mluvit.
again? Go on then.
cože?
I'm a proponent of free speech
Můžu
and I will
mluvit?
gladly tell you all I
Ještě
know.
vydrž.
But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well.
Až skončí
A
cutscene.
friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean souls. A fine slogan.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. You must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Was it tough?
Hey there.
Greetings, Guardian Witcher. Thanks to you, my little enterprise is in ruddy health.
Can't
Cat,
really see
Lisa
anything's
Jean.
changed.
I'm fine,
Well, in
thank
due
you.
time. At the moment, I'm perusing my options.
My.
A
Můžeš,
very
no.
rich
No tak já jsem ti chtěl říct, že jsem běžel od domova až k Tesku, aby jsem Ele koupil 3 zmrzky. Protože jí tekla krev, tak to musela zachladit.
To je od tebe hezký. A teď to je kousek.
kousek.
No, od vás Pesku je to kousek. Ale to je dobře, že zběžel, což hodně. Teď bude pár cutscén.
Určitě ne, no.
What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Praktiku.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our
A
own
jaký hry můžeme hrát spolu?
We should
Moment.
step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Hej, to je totiž zábavný, to, co tam říkají. Tak ještě chviličku. Teď jim musím natrhnout prdel.
Ever fight a witcher?
A witcher. Not a witcher.
Pathetic. All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your
Já
aid.
náznak poznám,
Tried
dostali
to
na
reason
busku.
with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along.
Určitě
I'm
ne.
grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
Nevím, co bychom
They are
mohli hrát
neighbors.
spolu, tyjo.
Wish me to take my folk, the shelter.
My hrajeme to
elsewhere.
Once Human, teď já ještě mám Pax Day, to je taky online survival. To se pája, ale bude teprve kupovat, to nevím, ale jestli je na Xbox.
But you've come with a problem, have you?
Brawl Stars určitě hrát nebudu.
Ale to můžu, to druhý, jak jsi říkal.
Need
No
some
ale to
information.
stojí asi
Looking
1000
for a
ta
man
hra.
who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
To mám
Boot Black.
to, já mám Game Pass.
I know him.
Any of
Já se
your,
kouknu na Game Pass,
wards
na Game Pass,
supposed
co
to
tam
meet
je.
him recently
A
or
řeknu ti.
soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not
Já
so
tam
close
skoro
that I
nechodím,
would
víš,
know.
si
But
nepamatuju
should
z
you
hlavy,
wait,
co tam
they'll
je.
all soon come for their meal.
Tak já si
You
můžu
can question them
něco
yourselves.
třeba koupit.
Tak se zatím koukni, co tam je. A já to, a budeš říkat.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Devala.
Cože?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
To není multiplayer.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we would
Já ti nerozumím ti moc, jak jsem zabraný. Tak to napiš vždycky do chatu. Teďkon, ty názvy těch her.
I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
I It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
Call of Duty jako Warzone, myslíš?
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boat flood anyways. It's always muddy there.
Warfare. Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, no, ale tak to je singleplayerová kampaň, ale jinak je to Warzone.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Můžu stáhnout.
S tím nepospíchej, to já bych stejně ten Warzone bych musel taky stahovat, to nějakou dobu potrvá. Hledej dál a piš do chatu názvy her.
Nemůžu psát rychle, Dragon...
Nemusíš psát rychle, spíš jde o to, aby jsme tady teď nemluvili dotýkat scény, víš. Točím jako seriál na díly, kde je průchod tady tím DLC, víš, tak nechci moc rušit ty dialogy úplně.
Dragon Ike.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler.
Tě bavilo, takže...
Piš to prosím do chatu, Luky.
A já nevím, co ti bavilo.
Teď se odrážej podle toho, co by bavilo tebe a piš ty názvy do chatu. Pak to okomentujeme všechno.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins.
Jsem nebyl teď tady. Chvilku.
She was known to show a hard heart on many.
Jinak Ark, to je takový jako taky survival, kde seš jako s dinosaurama a tak, to bych možná i zkusil. Ale možná ne. Ten Ascended, asi ten novější. Jaký to je? Ark Evolved nebo Ascended?
Okay. Já tady mám.
Nevyjmenovávej nic, prosím, piš to dál do toho chatu.
Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Teď něco hledám.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you can always ask yourself.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Old Gotish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
Greetings. I hope you're certain.
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck on the...
Nothing to see here. Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast. I am in your debt.
A returning customer is...
Let me see what you got. So long.
Beckett came up with did something awful this year.
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
Oh, is my head...
The guard brings peace to our lanes. Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Welcome back.
Show me what you've got in.
Jaký Ghost Recon, Luky? Breakpoint. OK.
Se mi to líbilo.
Prosím.
To se mi to. Furt máš tu cutscénu.
Ne, hraju normálně.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Jaký Ghost Recon? Wildlands nebo Breakpoint?
Jo, Wildlands.
Cože?
Počkej.
Wildlands.
Jo. Yes. Yes. Já ho mám stažený dokonce.
Mám na PlayStationu. Tak
Mám
počkej.
odehraný 2 hodiny.
Počkej chvilku. On je možná v akci teďkon. Když tak koupím hned. No tak na Steamu zrovna v akci není, ale na Ubisoftu určitě jo. No tak já, až ho dohraju, tak ho koupím. A Ubisoftu je teď velikánský výprodej právě. Dneska jsem to viděl. Radši bych teda Breakpoint, ale ten Wildlands je taky hodně hustý. Tam bojuješ proti kartelům. To mám na PlayStationu 4, no. PlayStation. Co?
Hraješ FIFU?
Ještě jednou.
Hraješ FIFU?
Ani náhodou, jsem se k tomu snad vyjádřil jasně, ne?
Ne, je to nejlepší hra, ne? Si říkal.
As a ducal clerk, the Minister of the Treasury has clearly expressed his desire that Belgard be handed over to a responsible steward. Yet, diverse troubles beset both your present holdings. Until you resolve them and thus prove yourselves competent, selling Belgard to either of you is out of the question.
Well,
Liam Mbappe. I'm Liam Mbappe.
It's known Matilda de Vermentino is a cursed, spiteful lunatic.
Doesn't look cursed to me. Just really, really angry. Ticked her off quite a bit, you have.
Truly, how would you know? A shrew tamer.
Hello neighbor.
To nebudu hrát.
Budeš.
Nebudu.
Better. A connoisseur.
Ghost Recon Wildlands koupím. Hele, ale klidně koukej dál.
You merely wear them to intimidate? Or do you actually use
Jsem
them?
to.
Tools of my
Já
trade.
jsem dohrál jedničku v Hello neighbor.
What kind of troubles we talking about?
Stahu dvojku.
Botched in more ways than one. The herbarium infested with monsters. My steward gone missing with an entire transport of wine. And someone's abducted my herbalist.
A lot of bad luck for one little vineyard.
If you ask me, it's that Matilda, her handiwork. A sugar-sweet face, a temper sharp as horseradish. So will you help?
Good look into it, but not for free.
That goes without saying. What is your rate? Could you not reduce it a shave? Could you not reduce it a shave? Could you not reduce it a shave? That sounds fair.
Sure sounds like work for a witcher. Yeah, I'll help.
I am really, truly grateful. Thank you. My vineyard lies east of here. You're sure to find it. Now forgive me. I must talk to that quill pusher. I might win him over yet.
Papi girl. Papi where? Imagination.
In association, come on Barbie, let's go party.
You're a witcher, yes?
Yeah.
I heard you talking to that oafish
yeah.
Disgusting man. The worst.
Co jsi to na serveru poslal za obrázek?
With the dashing gaze, the fair face,
Nastel ty ho kastě.
But that's all besides the
Určitě
point.
ne.
Víš, co znamená kasta?
Because I want to buy Belgard too.
Parta, skupina, to je takový hodně dávnej archaismus, takový dávnej název pro to.
Strange coincidence.
Poslal. Ty jsi mě pozval do té skupiny a tam je napsáno, dorazil si do party a ono mi to řekl, zájem na pozdrav, tak jsem dal pozdrav.
Jo. Já jsem to chtěl nějak pozměnit tady to, ale ještě se mi to nepodařilo. Respektive jsem s tím nic moc neskoušel dělat.
I must solve my problems at Vermentino
I must solve my
any
problems.
chance of acquiring Belgard. Would you help me before you help Leon? I'm willing to pay more than he's offered you.
No tak teda.
Ne.
Co jsi to tam dal?
Co ty ne?
I sense we're close, very close.
Končilo, hele, ani nevím jak.
I sense we're close, very close. I
Chápeš, ne?
sense we're close, very close. Fine. Settled.
I can help. At least try.
Wonderful. You've no idea how much that means to me.
Neposílej tady ty věci na server, ty Lukášku. Jsou pravidla prostě mýho serveru. Žádný politikaření a fanouškovaření a takový.
Gotcha. Farewell.
To je čistě gaming server a jestli to budeš dělat, tak dostaneš ban.
Tak ne, hele.
Tak ti koukej na Zaklínače, to je nádherná hra.
Já zapnu stream, mně se to sekne a prostě už to nejde. Prostě už jsi zaseklej. Gosh, hello neighbor.
Hello neighbor. Hello neighbor. Ňa.
Dej. A jednička stojí peníze, takže jsem si jako nechtěl kupovat.
Jednička čeho?
Hello neighbor.
To nekupuji, to já s tebou hrát nebudu.
Já zadáču je 2.
Ani to hrát nebudu. Ne, to se nezlob, to prostě není hra, kterou já jsem ochotný jako ztrácet čas. Prostě ne. Ale důvod, je to prostě není to hra, která by mě zajímala a bavila. Buď rád, že už jsme narazili na Ghost Recon Wildlands. To je zajímavý, protože to je upřímně jedna ze 3 her, kvůli který já jsem si kupoval PlayStation 4 tenkrát Pro. Jo, tak Ghost Recon Wildlands, UFC 3 snad tenkrát a tak 2, tak tohle byly 2 hry, kvůli kterým já jsem si kupoval PlayStation 4. Dokonce jsem si koupil PS Pro, u kterého právě to Ghost Recon Wildlands bylo. A si koupím Gold edici teďko na ten počítač. Protože tam bude i Season Pass a tak. Určitě nebudu kupovat standardní edici. To nedělám už u žádných her. To jsou vyhozený peníze pro mě. Víš, jakože je podle mě lepší si prostě připlatit rovnou a mít ten obsah další, protože častokrát ten dodatečný obsah je jako neskutečný. Třeba teď u toho Zaklínače, kdyby si koupil Zaklínače 3 divoký hon, jenom standardní edici, tak prostě uděláš podle mě hroznou chybu, protože DLC Heart of Stone, Srdce z kamene, je neskutečně skvělý, ale tohle DLC, co teď hraju já, Krev a víno, to je neskutečný mazec. To je nejlepší herní vůbec počin, který jsem kdy v životě viděl. Co se zvuku týče, atmosféry, příběhu, hratelnosti. Prostě bomba. Akor když ještě třeba seš fanoušek toho světa Zaklínače a četl si knihy a tak to je pak úplná slast.
Mě docela baví Hello Neighbor, protože tam můžeš rozbít okna, naštvávat souseda.
Já vím, ale tobě není 31 let jako mě, Lukášku. Ale zahrajeme si Ghost Recon.
Já už jsem v tom najetej.
Co seš v tom? Ale já to nebudu hrát teď, já to nemám koupený ještě. To si zahrajeme jiný den.
Já jsem v tom najetej. Totálně, mám odehraný 2 hodiny.
No to je super. Já na tom mám několik desítek hodin na PlayStation.
Ale jenom s kámoši.
A na počítači budu úplně v jiném skillu ještě. Docela se na to těším, docela jsi mi teď udělal radost.
Kámoš to hraje taky.
Konečně to hlavně zapadne trošku víc do konceptu mýho kanálu. No co stealthy, to je pojedu úplně hrozný stealth gameplay.
Máš záčku.
Fakt jsi mi udělal radost.
Chiquinero.
Tu quieres, mangue tu quera. Ne! To snad není...
Jo.
To snad není pravda. Ach jo. Kdo dělal tu mapu? Nějaký úplný prostě sráč. To se poseru.
Hello neighbor. Proč se otáčím tak pomalu?
Co jsi říkal?
Nic.
Něco si říkal?
Že se otáčím hello neighbor tak pomalu.
What about seems like? Should look around. Might find something interesting.
Co dělat jako? To je sen? Doufám, že ne, protože vždycky se u něj vylekám.
Ne. Jsem hloupej.
GG. Musí jít ven. Já si zlovit souseda.
Hello neighbor. Musím si dát ten olej proti prokletým, anebo proti přeludům.
Fakt ne.
Jo. Olej proti přeludům na stříbrný meč, protože tady určitě v hrobce bude spousta přeludů.
Jsem nějak jumpoval.
Spectre in a place like this?
Já jsem byl svartu.
To říkám.
Já chci otravovat souseda.
Jsem to mega říkal. Hned tady byl prostě mega nějaký šmejd. Nějaký duch. Kosti velkého žebráka.
Spirit won't rest in peace until I bury the remains. Some sarcophagi in the first chamber. One of them.
So sarcophagus in the Brainbird chamber. Oh. Yes, sis. Kalendář. Kratochvíle. Oh.
Ale to nejde jumpovat.
Přečti si deník žebráka.
Před jsem deník malého poserovce.
Moje mama je velkozvěře, která pracuje na ořadě. Má dva počítače. Má dva počítače. Já musím si pak v bance vyměnit prachy, tyva. Tady mám docela obnos.
Určitě ne, no.
No určitě jo. Myslím jako zaklínačovi, ale jako já mám obnos i normálně, ale... Mám tady nějaký nesměněný florény a tak. Florény teda, ne florény. A ty jsou tu taky, to je zvláštní. Krajní meze. Či.
To je docela dlouho, to byl střehář.
Tady musí být jaký rozcestník někde, ne? A šižbába. Tady není cestní krojel. Schoř, blbečky. Nikoho nezajímá. Jaj, to se na druhý konec mapy. To není pro žádný chlapy. Káše.
Ow! Watch those hands. Trees here taking apart.
Let's get to it, crazy. Yeah, let's get to it, you crazy chick. Ananafana. Divoký prasata. S nima nechci teď zdržovat. In the scanner, hana, where it isn't blown, away the clock, a sash of flame blown.
dělat jako...
Konec. Konec. A zase jeskyně.
GG. Jumpoval.
Tak jumpuj, Svarto.
Just like the great beggar described it, chapel Merton visited must be in the cave.
Ale to nejde hrát.
Co nejde hrát?
To Neighbor 2.
To je dobře.
To je blbost. Kde? Tady to nemůžu dát. Taky ne, tady taky ne.
Something's not
Taky ne, tady taky ne, tady taky ne.
Třeba to bude jednoznačně Bruxa.
Stench.
Bruxa, to říkám. Jo, prdele.
Hallucinations. Sure as hell fought as if they were real.
Já jsem byl na tréninku.
Super. Tak proč jsem plejtval lektvar, jestli to byl přelud? Fakt nechci, aby se mi zdálo o Bruxách.
Beggars here? Must be a test.
Help a poor soul.
Do not avert your eyes.
For the poor, sir.
Já už to... Blbej. To je jednoduše blbej. A teď to nemůžu najít. Zabukoval hru. Si páčidlo. Páčilo. Vypáčím. To si vezmu. Kde? To budu asi vypáčit.
Last one. Wonder what'll happen now.
Teď co a jak?
Konec legráce.
Hurá! Vypáčím tady to.
Man being swarmed by kicking wars. Wonder if he's real or just an illusion.
To nebudeme riskovat, jestli jsou to jenom... A? A? O? O?
všechno. Okay, no.
Show me what you got.
Co to otevřít?
But what the hell? Kiki AES. Proč jsem tady v té potvorné jeskyni? Oh.
Looks a lot like Libiota. Impossible. Wonder if that's a relic of some sort. Hope that's the end of that.
Konečně, vyrazil jsem do jeskyně strastí a vkročil jsem do posvátných komnat tajné kaple. Nikdy nezapomenu na to, čím jsem si prošel. Napadly mě obrovské, oheň, štící nestvůry, mocné obludy připomínající topivce skřížené s endrigami. Lidé z tváří divokých zvířat. Ale lebeda se na mě usmál a shledal mě hodný, abych tuto děsivou zkoušku bolesti ustál. Na jejím konci tady, v tajné kapli, jsem se oddal rozjímání a on mou mysl okamžitě naplnil vidinami jezera. Jehož křišťálově čistá voda mě obklopovala. Pronikala mou duší a smívala ze mě veškerou špatnost a zlovolnost. Když jsem se probudil, byl jsem si jistý, co mi lebeda určil jako poslední zastavení mé poutě. Očistné jezero, kde lebeda léčil těla a duše svých vyznavačů. Na základě rady mudrce známého jako velký žebrák, jehož moudrostí jsem se opájel v lebedově chrámu, modlím se za něj, aby byl v pořádku a aby lidé jeho vesnice pochopili, že mluví pouze pravdu a nechce jim blížit. Zde nyní zanechám další věci, které mě vážně v předchozím životu. Není to však snadné, neboť získat tyto nákresy mi zabralo spoustu času, sil a obětí. Ale vím, že je to správná cesta. Kéž lebeda přijme mou skromnou obětinu. Nyní pokračuji dále po čistému jezeru. Ačkoliv je má cesta spletitá a plná obětí, je čím dál rovnější a jasnější a já s tím lehkost na duši. Má tu v to, že kráčím po správné cestě. Je silná jako šelesto a pevná jako osel. Chvála lebedovi.
Merton went to the dark side to seek final atonement. It's a relic of some sort. Wonder if it's a relic of some sort.
Hatrt, Blinkyby, Blinkyby.
Ach jo.
Jdeš do školy zítra?
Ne,
Proč? Nechodíš, jo?
prázdniny.
To není pravda.
Hm.
Ikimura.
Sport. Čekajte. Můžeme si vlastně teď zahrát FIFA spolu. Proti sobě.
Nebudu hrát teď FIFA.
Já teď jdu hrát.
Já jsem se tu ztratil. Dobrá, mámu.
Jsem ztrácen. Dobrý.
Pomalu to zajímavý.
No, škoda.
Neviděl.
Protože byl Německo, oni ho chtěli spravit a už to nešlo. Víš? To taky trápí hrozně moc a trápí.
Starý už hodně lidí to už neví.
Jo, ani zájem, víš, nebyl schopný.
Taky nevěděli, jo.
Musím se taky dozvědět teď.
Vive la fête! Top of the day!
Sir Ravix of Fourhorn! 3 cheers for the tourney's victor! Long live Toussaint!
How do I muster the strength for it all?
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains. Sir Imperial. I do what you pay me to do. That's it.
I feel faint. My head spins.
Come on, Roach.
Stick that necklace in your bloomers. Did you think I wouldn't see? We agreed. Split the loot evenly, 3 ways. I can't have...
Gentlemen,
You're
we've
dead
got
such... Circle him! Circle him!
Why men throw their lives away attacking an armed witcher, I'll never know. Something wrong with my face. Lake Merton wrote about. Gotta be. Nice place. Pretty as hell. It's clearing up.
last stop. Go, go. Given me no choice. Come on, Roach.
Rejdo. Jsem tu.
Jo, jo.
Damn it. Come on.
Rejdo. Rejdo.
Moment, bojuju. Kurva. To bojováno. Co hraješ? Co hraješ? Co?
FIFA kariéru.
FIFA kariéru. FIFA kariéra. Já hraju FIFU Geralta z Rivia. Ich bin schlafen sehen, já byl schlafen. Za chvilku asi půjdu pro nějaký zápis. Mám hladínek.
I knew from the start you'd best the beast.
Čaše Klebera.
To smět.
Co jsi říkal?
Já jsem ti říkal, že umřel děda.
Ještě jednou.
Umřel mi děda.
Přímnou soustrast, jaký? Pepa. Jo, no, upřímnou soustrast. Slyšíš mě?
Jo, slyším, ale co to znamená?
Aha, no to se jako říká, když někomu z tvých známých nebo přátel nebo rodiny umře někdo jako pro něj důležitý, tak se říká jako upřímnou soustrast, jako na vyjádření úcty a podpory a je to prostě jako slušnost a tak, no.
I've worked up quite the appetite.
To jsi ještě neslyšel?
No.
Tak si to zapamatuj.
Teď jsem prodal nějakého černocha za 100 milionů.
Mhm. Nevím, co si o tom mám myslet. Hello, I'm Černoch. Za několik milionů. Zkouším si pro něco zakousnout.
Že?
Tak za 10 minut bude bašta.
Dobrého.
Vzpomínáš na ty obalové sýrky, co jsme měli, takový ty trojhránky malý s tím chili a ty tyčinky mozzarelový.
Mhm.
Tak to.
Mňam. Co žereš?
Co?
Co žereš?
To víš, no.
Já doma jsem nikdy neměl k večeři třeba to, co jsem měl u tebe, třeba ty nachos.
No, ale tak to taky není pořádně večeře, to fakt bylo výjimečně.
Taky máme to tasku. I ten dip.
Hmm. Co se to děje? Snad skoro vypadá, že musím zrestartovat hru.
Úplně dostal chuť na nachos.
Mhm.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Wolves asleep amidst the
There you go.
trees.
There you go.
That's all I see in the breeze. But one so light on just wide awake. Fearing all manner of whose hearts are raised.
Jsem tady. Jsem tady. OK.
Halt!
Need to see Siana, urgently.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duquesse's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Siana, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
You envy her. Her power, her beauty, the love of her people.
I see I misjudged you. You understand nothing. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
At least you're being honest, finally.
Lying only ever makes sense when there's a chance someone will believe you. It's actually refreshing, in a way, to say what I truly think. So why don't I do it a bit more? I was only ever nice to you to get you to sleep with me. I thought you might come in handy one day. Your comrade Regis is using you, and Anna Henrietta perceives you solely as her unthinking, blunt instrument. She's right to, you know.
I like this game. Long as we're being honest, here I go. You're a pathetic, self-centered snake. Should I go on? You'll rot in this tower. You'll die of old age, embittered, alone and forgotten. By everyone. Have a nice life, Siana.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Syanna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Very well. Let us get things underway. Don your ceremonial attire. Then you'll come with me. Her Grace awaits. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Syanna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna. Will you assist me
You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in. The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
No matter the mitigating circumstances, whatever they may be, Syanna is a criminal and should be tried as such. And punished as such. Her guilt is clear.
Your words sadden me greatly, Witcher. But I cannot deny their logic. Syanna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you. Will you forgive me? I shall never forgive you.
Need some flowers, a wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out. No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should come as no shock, sir. Had the funeral, folk took it all. Men, women, children, always to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know, her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
No one suspected Sianna'd be merciless. Not Damien, not me. Least of all the Duchess.
Oh, I know you. You're that witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Wait here. Take these.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
I must say I wasn't happy with this ending. I tried several times to use other decisions and so on, and the Duchess always does. So I was sad about it. I'm sad about the fact that it's always happening. Probably if I personally had options to decide the up end, I would be much happier. But still, this is one of the best gaming feelings and stories I've ever played. Definitely, maybe the best. So let's continue. Of course, I will stay in Busan and make some commissions, and you see there is also uncompleted quest behind the building. There's next one. We have much to do. Some side quests. You can also make as much as possible to create some richer armor sets.
They say a great deal about you.
There's no to be done about
And as great as possible. But I mean, the highest grade of these. Oh. So I don't know, maybe.
Witcher.
Oh,
I was certain you departed.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was
wondrous, beautiful, good, the best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sianna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. 'Cause there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside, then. She lies in the ducal crypt, in one room with her murderer, despite my protests.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Syanna's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Anarietta.
I regret it ended this way, that I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Whatever you say about Syanna, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, Let's go.
Your mask. Like fake. It's like horror mode.
This moonlight makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Oh, come on,
Even an old necrophage corpse?
I know what you mean.
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
I like to get some blush to which it's never a lot of blush to which. Oh, Geralt. What about Sergeant Grace? There will be some treasures. Rings and necklace, not as much as I think. But better in nothing. Yeah, let's go.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
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 Regis!
Not good.
got to do! That renegade!
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do. to go home.
Bianco. So let's take a look what tasks do we have here. We have some commission, also some tasking for Bianco. Squid Night, okay. Maybe we could go just for money. Oh, this one, yeah. This is the place where the basilisk is. To remember, it was on signs and so on. And the problem was that you should go away from that. Go to Corvo Bianco now. We will finish. Let's take a look. Where is this? It's Corvo Bianco. Okay. We want to get this one. Yeah, it's okay. So you have to find other vineyards. I see we have not been here yet. Maybe it's one of the vineyard. Okay. Okay, so what now? Let's go to do this commission, but maybe it's time to end the game for today, and saves. This is save. I can play it again, and we can choose the decision to go to Oriana, and it's hardcore mission when you have to go to the oldest one, Empire, in the Toussaint, who close to kill you. Yeah, it's definitely maybe when we finish. So before we start Wild Hunt from the beginning, we can take a look on this. But now we will end the game. And what to say? Just hope you enjoyed. Sorry for some technical issues in the beginning, and also see you tomorrow, and we will continue into Toussaint, make some side quests, and so on. So bye, friends.